Hello and welcome to the Odyssey, where I voyage across the stars looking for, well, nothing in particular, but I just got Elite Dangerous Horizons, and Elite Dangerous to be honest, but Horizons was just too good to miss out on. And I thought what every new pilot thinks, hey, I know, I'm going to go to the other side of the galaxy because why not? Well, maybe not every new pilot. Either way, after examining the fact that my puny little ship would take years to make it that far, and I probably couldn't find anything to talk about for those years, I decided to instead just push out into the galaxy as far as I could, gathering exploration data and landing on planets. I guess my main goal is to be the first person to discover something. That may or may not prove difficult. Should it not, I guess I'll just try and find a black hole. No big deal. And in case you were wondering, I am rather new to Elite, but enjoying its mechanics, and I came up with this idea, so I thought, why not? Let's ride with it.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Fuel scoop disengaged.
One reason I enjoy Elite is because of its scale. It really is just the biggest game I've ever played in terms of explorable area. However, I'm also very interested in physics, to the point where I'm hoping to study it at university next year. Anyway, one of my interests in physics is Einsteinian relativity. In relativity, Einstein said that nothing could exceed the speed of light because its mass would increase exponentially the closer you got, and therefore the energy to accelerate that mass would be infinite. We've all seen in sci-fi like Star Trek how they would use a warp drive to skip around that certain warp. But it's actually interesting to think that the warp drive might be possible. I emphasise the might. Back to Elite. In ED you use what is called a frame shift drive to get from system to system or planet to planet. According to the Elite Wiki, the FSD moves space around the ship to avoid such complications such as infinite energy and time dilation. For those that don't know, time dilation is when two objects are moving at different relative velocities, and therefore time appears to pass more slowly for the faster of the two. In fact, it even has a notable effect on the astronauts on the ISS, but that's a different story. Back to my point. The FSD uses the same principle as the hypothetical warp drive I mentioned may be possible, called an Alcubierre drive after the scientist who theorized it. It compresses space in front of the ship and expands space behind the ship. Now, there are other mechanics to it described in the wiki, but I must say I'm impressed with the pseudoscience. I think they've really put in a good effort into getting it believable. So if you're ever going at 500C, wondering how you're not dead, keep in mind the incredible amount of real-world theoretical physics that went into making it. Or don't if you're being interdicted, because then you're in trouble.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
And here we see the carefully disguised loading screen, also called the frame shift drive.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Currently you can see that I'm jumping by around 5 to 8 light years each time. This is because, as I said, I'm quite new to this game, and so, while I have bought upgrades for the ship, thanks to some early missions that I did, I haven't gotten to the point where I probably should be doing this. So, yeah, if you're wondering why it's taking so long, I'm wondering too, actually.
Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Fuel scoop disengaged.
As someone interested in theoretical physics, something that always has come up has been time. Time is at the heart of everything. It is the reason I can be late somewhere, but it is also the reason I can go there in the first place. Now, I'm not
Yeah, I
gonna
guess
say
I can always
everything
come
up
back
to
for that
mechanics,
later.
But I have thought about it a lot whenever I get the chance. One thing that I have thought about is the possibility of time being not too different from length or width or height,
2, 1.
as we are we can influence 3 dimensions. We can influence our own or others' x, y and z coordinates, however we cannot influence the t coordinate or time, not directly. Now I haven't researched this myself, but it's always occurred to me that there's a possibility that where we four-dimensional beings,
Fuel scooping.
time may just be
Fuel
the same as
scooping
length.
complete.
Whether this is true or not, I have no idea. More than likely it's total rubbish, and I'm guessing someone is thinking to themselves, wow, this guy
Fuel
has such an
scoop
idiot to say that.
disengaged.
But I thought it's an interesting idea with some potentially interesting consequences.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Another thing I find really about this is the views you can get. For example, when you look towards the centre of the galaxy, see how it's a disc shape with a bulge in the centre caused by the black holes that reside there? Shame I haven't got any
Fuel
VR
scoop
headsets,
complete.
I think that would just look absolutely fantastic.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Really not doing well on my search for planets, am I? I guess there's, worse places to be in. Like,
4,
somewhere.
3, 2, 1.
I don't know about you, but I always find this part very interesting. Well, except for when you realise it's a loading screen because it's lagging in front of you.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
After so long of me playing this game, I still haven't learned when to actually fly away from the damn sun when I'm done the fuel scoop. So, it's slightly interesting to think that the heat radiation, IR, won't just be the only thing you're getting blasted by. That close, probably all sorts of other things you really shouldn't be dealing with. So, as if to emphasise how new I am, here is a scene that's going to show me trying to land on a normal planet, because I can't tell the difference between landable and non-landable. That probably should have been a hint that I can't land on this planet, but as you're about to see, I didn't get the hint. What can I say? I'm a slow loader.
Four, three, two, one, engage. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage. Warning, temperature critical.
I guess the only thing I have to worry about is not killing myself by flying into a sun. I mean, I doubt there's very many pirates on interstellar space. Or aliens. Maybe? I don't know about any other pilots, but I really think the inside of the cargo hauler looks a bit like a transit van. Maybe with air vents on the side. Although that may be just me.
Frameshift drive charging.
This is going to be a long couple of videos. Well, I guess I'm committed now. Well, not really, but
4, 3, 2,
to infinity and beyond.
engage.